Hello and welcome back everybody to another video of Tales of Arise. Lion of Hyrule speaking. Last time we were playing, we fought and defeated Almadria, the Lord of Niez, the Lord of Wind, which was absolutely crazy. Broke the other part of my mask, as you can see there. Maybe here. Let me see. Actually, there. You can see that better right there. Anyway, and then we got disbanded. All my party members got disbanded. We saw the mysterious swordsman, and he revealed his true name. We landed in Gareth Harrows, and now we're going to be regrouping, trying to find our lost comrades.
Leori. Shion.
Oh, and we also found out the origins of our name. We were made in a laboratory somewhere, I'm gonna guess. So looks like I got to fly solo for a bit until I find my compatriots and stuff. Ow.
Here I come. Swallow blade.
So I guess without further ado, game on.
Now. You're mine. It's over. Mirage. It's over. Take this.
I have to fight these freaky things.
It's over. This one's all mine. You picked the wrong fight.
And I'm not doing anything to this guy.
You're mine. Take this. Here I come. You're fit. You're mine. Take this. Here I come. You're finished. Strike.
And if it is, if I am doing anything, it's so minimal that you can't even tell. Ow.
This should do it. Swallow blade. Here I come. It's over. Here I come. Try harder. I'm not done. Double demon fang.
I just want to see what he does for a
Eternal
minute.
devastation. Demon fang. Crush. Eternal devastation. Demon fang. Double demon fang.
Move, move.
You're mine. It's over. Try harder. My turn. Slash. Strike. This one's all mine. You're
That
mine.
didn't work. I did it while I was up in the air.
You're mine. Rising up. Here I come. Slash. Here I come. You're mine. You're
Ow.
This should do it. You're mine. Strike. It's try harder. My turn. Take this. Rising Wyvern. You're mine.
Ow.
You're mine. Rising Wyvern. Strike. You're Swallow blade. Take this. It's over. You're mine. Sword Lane Alpha. Straight. Not a chance. Here I come.
There goes one.
Take this. Swallow blade. I could do without this pain. This should do it. It's on. You picked the wrong fight. You're mine.
Oh, the fact that I was in the air was irrelevant. It was the fact it was more they had a shield. so it couldn't
Here I
penetrate.
come! No escape! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's over! Here I come! It's over!
I gotcha.
Here I come! Try hard! Not a chance!
Ow. That hurt.
You're mine! Swallow blade! Slash! You're mine! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! I'm not done! You're finished!
Good night.
Alvin?
Rinwell? Dolan?
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the
Balron.
enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh,
Yeah, the chick with the
Of course.
the thorns. That Shion,
Are
the
you sure
gunner,
you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
out of it.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I agree. Okay, is it just me? Or does Dolholim look like
won.
Does Dolholim look like a Japanese anime character from Bleach? I mean, given the fact he's an anime character already, that's kind of like that's a little bit redundant. But like, doesn't he look like a character from Bleach? I mean, like one of the squad captains or something, because that's the vibe I'm totally getting with Dolholim right now. Anyway, back to Alphen.
Little help!
You're mine! I'll grind you into
Orbs! Raise
That hurt.
In here! If it hides, just back it out again!
Take this! Elusive your finished!
Photon!
Take this! It's so hot, thank you! I'll grind you into dust! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
I'll grind you into dust!
I'll be saving this way! Thunder Field!
Ow, that hurt.
More with that hit!
Take
Air
this!
thrust!
It's over!
Light astral!
Elusive deity! Try harder! Not the end! I'm not done! I'll grind you with... I'm ready! You're mine! Show me! In an instant! Impact block!
Down goes one.
Mine! No further!
Thunder
It's
Field!
over!
Dance in the wind! Air
You're
thrust!
finished!
Light astral!
Elusive deity!
Photon! Dance in the wind!
So I goofed
Light astral!
thinking I had
Elusive deity!
Kisara.
Slash!
Even though it clearly said
Radiant Genesis!
I can feel my power
Ridwell
growing.
and she clearly said her name.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord.
Well,
Pretty
that's nice.
refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here.
Right?
The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions.
How's that working out?
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Ouch.
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
I was just gonna say him wearing the mask protected his nerve and his, or not protected, suppressed his pain receptors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the part of the body that allows you to feel pain.
Do you sense one of...
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well,
Me too.
Did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah,
No.
eventually.
How'd you
When the
figure
ship
that one?
sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
Right.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
I'm a clown. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I'm sorry. That was
I
bad.
got my memory back.
But what if it was front first? I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke. But where, I want to know where he got it back from. Did he get it back
So,
from the attic?
what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Yeah, that's the law. Sorry, that was redundant.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
That's fun. Lord of all.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
Yep.
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived.
Laboratory experiments. That's sad news indeed.
Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave.
Wow. That's bad.
The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
So-called sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
Lord over all. Get to
They said
control
it was
all
for something
5
called the
realms.
spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Oh, well, I was way off base.
As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
Up close, he looks like Seymour Guado. I'm sorry. I should take this more seriously.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But
Or at
Shion
least you
said she'd
thought
never
she
seen
did.
him before. How do you explain that?
Memory lapse. The little flashy pen
I
from
was
Men in
wrong.
Black,
It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori.
who looked exactly like Shion.
She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
It's Bootstraps.
A maiden? What?
It's
Wait, so
Bootstraps.
this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit
It's a
coincidental,
spitting
isn't it?
image Bootstrap coming back to haunt us.
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris?
Imeris?
As in
Shion
Shion
Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
No, they're
Your
one and
guess
the
is as good
same.
as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
Alright,
The
Philippe.
mask? But why?
To protect you from King Louis
to keep my
XIII.
soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
I'm sorry.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
No, I was
Perhaps
controlled.
he was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
I was a science experiment gone
I
rogue.
lost consciousness halfway through. By the
Traumatic.
time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
That's happy. And creepy at the same time.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
Couldn't tell you.
I wonder.
What do you
In
wonder?
ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
Yes.
It predates
Old.
the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
900 and something years old, but man, you're a
That's right.
antique.
Pretty much an antique of a human being.
You look good for being an antique, though. I've never seen a good antique in better
Deep
shape.
down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
That's fun. So did Moses.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop!
He had a
Honestly,
psychotic break.
I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Yep.
Sara.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Right. What she
about
said.
Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried
Later,
about Shion too,
Law.
Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
That's saying something. Even at full strength, it's a suicide mission,
Take
which
some
means he's
time to think things
crazy
through,
strong.
Okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Even though you think you are. But you're not.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
I want some lunch. Who wants dumplings? I'm sorry.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Alright. Let's go. Ooh, that was a lot. Can I go anywhere else? Nope. Alright. Now there's the answer. Hello, Dohalim.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Oh, and
Trust
how?
me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started.
Welcome to
I
life.
am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place?
Saying that like Dahnans are
And then there's
not
the maiden,
or are
a figure
inferior.
so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet,
It's a
I've
big
never
word.
even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that
Turns
long?
out to be.
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I
You
may
are
be frank,
Alphen.
we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just
Where?
what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All right, where is Rinwell?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down.
Nope.
I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out.
We know what you mean.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think
Like
about
every
Lenegis,
other
it still
human?
feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
You
I
do?
have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've
That's
kept me
good.
alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
At least a little bit.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
No, I like the heart-to-heart with Rinwell. That was fun. How often do we get those anymore? Merv. Merv. Sorry.
What do you see out there?
Water.
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up.
Yep,
So,
they do that.
feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
Kind
All
of.
I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
I came
What
down in
happened
a
to her?
magic
Did
ship.
she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a
roles.
kinship with each other in that sense. But even then,
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted?
Nope.
You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Yep.
even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse.
Sad.
Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana.
Before it exploded
She
like the
stayed
planet
behind on
Krypton.
Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all
don't.
honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
No.
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right?
Right.
The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
Well said.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
Self?
What I've been fighting for, huh?
What am I fighting for? Alphen wouldn't do it, so I thought I would do it for him. What's in here? Nothing. Okay.
What will I even accomplish going alone?
I think I have to go back to the end. Nope. Oh, there's the final one up there. Hello, Law.
Alphen, are we
Law.
gonna go rescue Shion or what?
Yes.
What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it?
Yep.
Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too?
Superman did it.
Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So
we're
you think
gonna
we might
wimp
get
out?
burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go.
Me too.
Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Ow.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then
Something
quit
stuck
griping and
here.
do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen,
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
he could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
We're human, bud. That's what happens.
Back to the inn, I guess.
It's totally okay to accept that you're human. We all have times of weakness. It's part of who we are. It's not a bad thing.
Alphen! There you are!
What
up?
is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
How are you supposed to know that it was theirs?
That sounds bad.
You think?
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's
take a
right.
nap.
You don't want to go overdoing it.
Hurry up, dude.
I'm up for it.
Cool.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Come on, let's go. Oh, flip.
Remember, if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no
no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You picked the wrong fight.
Are those arms even that
Here I come.
Light
You're mine.
acid in here!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. Do it. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Bam!
You're mine. You're born.
In a bind. Watch it.
Take this.
Tiger far enough.
It's over. You're mine. You're finished.
I'm gone. This one's mine. Tiger Blade.
You're finished. Take this.
This one's mine. Hurricane.
Here I come.
Going in.
It's over.
Take this. Tiger Blade.
Take this. You're finished. This one's mine.
Dance in the
You
wind!
picked the wrong fight.
Feel!
Now you see what I can do.
I'll be
Here I
ready!
come.
Like this.
Is there no way out?
Here I come. You're finished.
Ready to go.
Here I come. It's over.
Saving this one!
You're mine. It's over.
Eat this. Talon Sword.
Thunder Field!
You're finished.
Dance in the wind!
You're finished.
Feel!
Please go away.
I'll be saving this one!
Watch it.
You're mine.
Take shattering. Tiger Blade. Attack time.
You're finished.
Now!
One.
Alphen, you okay?
This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But
Yeah,
hey, at
that's-
least you're still alive.
The definition of it,
It
usually.
wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Yep.
Anyway,
Lots.
I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs.
It's horrible.
Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That's grim.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Didn't be fighting words.
Yeah.
Maybe a small one.
I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too.
I'm Batman.
My
Sorry.
rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me. And left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore.
Now I've got Batman.
Since I awakened,
Sorry.
I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something.
Water buoys. Sorry.
And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Yes, yes, of
Of
course.
course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
We will take over the world.
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
That's always handy.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Back to the inn. I need a nap.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Let's pick up this thing first.
Okay.
Why?
I like fish.
Damn it.
What?
Pickled fish?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
I'm all for fish. Alright, let's do this.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing?
He's dead.
Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
Did you cover the
see.
lungs and the
Perhaps he
ribs?
couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean?
That's usually
Damn
what
it.
it means.
We don't know that it sank. We all
Did
washed
it
up on
float?
the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right?
Yep.
But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
Because it
they
is
almost
the demon.
didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
And
Even though
normally
we're
don't.
Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
I turned into a monkey.
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Truth. There's the old adage that says the way to a woman, or sorry, the way to a man's heart is through his gut. It's truth.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
No.
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
Yep.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead.
You
Don't get me
stole my
wrong.
cow!
If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not.
Means you're the
As for
stronger
what it means
person.
exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Yeah, you
Or
know,
don't,
like a clock.
if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Y'all can thank Alphen for that well-played, motivating speech. I don't need fancy. Alright, and with that, I think I'm going to end this video here. Oh, hold on.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Alright, here is where I think I will stop this video. Thanks for watching. Next time we play, we'll be doing some a side quest here and helping the people out here and going to Pelgon. And continuing on in the story to find Xion. Until then, this has been Lion of Hyrule, playing Tales of Arise, and I am signing off.